Welcome again to the Tubonge on the Black Hot 5 Radio Network. It's your girl, the lovely Iwatan Longoria. Happy April 30th as you've made it through the end of the month. So excited about that. Look at you being all intentional and focused and stronger again. But welcome again to this beautiful, amazing show. Remember, you can download our app on the Google Play Store. Stream on www.blackhot5radionetwork.com for amazing healthy supplements, apparel, clothing with the Black Hot 5 Radio logo on it. Remember, if you have the Android device, you can definitely get this on the Google Play Store. It's super free. Or if you're using the iPhone or basically your laptop, kindly stream on www.blackhot5radionetwork.com for amazing healthy supplements and apparel, clothing with the Black Hot 5 Radio logo on it. Before we move forward to the conversation of the day with my beautiful panelists today, let's listen in to the health and benefits of ashwagandha.
Discover the natural power of ashwagandha, an ancient herb known for its healing properties. For over 3,000 years, ashwagandha has been trusted to reduce stress, increase energy, and improve focus. Our ashwagandha is carefully grown, harvested, and processed to retain its maximum potency. Each root is hand-picked and dried, then ground into a pure organic powder, ensuring the highest quality. Simply mix 1 teaspoon into your favorite beverage or take it in capsule form as prescribed by a healthcare professional. Whether you're looking to balance your stress levels, boost your immune system, or enhance mental clarity, ashwagandha offers a natural solution. Experience the benefits of ancient wisdom backed by modern science. Trust nature. Trust ashwagandha. Go get this product at blackhotfirenetwork.com at the Sports and Nutrition Store.
For only $23.90, super affordable. We also have the likes of multivitamin, a lot of supplements you can definitely order in regards to your liking. But welcome again to Tubonge this beautiful afternoon, morning, wherever you're at. It's me, Iwatan Longoria, and the panel of the day with me again.
What one?
I'm good. How are you doing?
Good.
Yeah?
I'm good personally.
Okay.
Ready for the show.
Alrighty.
Yeah.
The one and only Shimani in the building.
Alright, guys. What's good? What's popping? Joby, are you okay? Uko low? Your voice is low. Alright.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm good.
You're good. I'm okay. Can't
Okay.
better today, literally.
Tonight, it's April 30th. The month is over. Yes, I'm excited about that, but also I'm looking back and I'm excited and proud of myself for the things I've achieved. I don't know what about you guys. What do you feel about the month and basically how it has been? I know we've been talking about this, but today's like literally the end of April. Yeah.
It's been a good month. Literally waiting for May. May starting with the literally amazing things.
Okay.
Traveling, I'm so excited about that. You know, more money, I hope.
Of
You
course,
know?
as it should be.
I feel like this, I've been bumping into so many videos of people complaining about April. I don't feel like for me it's been really that tough.
Okay.
You know, and
Yeah.
I can't complain. Despite whatever toughness, even if it was tough,
Yeah.
I think everything, you're meant to maneuver. Because
Yes.
kama si wewe ni nani, you know?
Yeah.
It's just a life of lessons, ups and downs.
Yeah.
Nothing is perfect, none is perfect. So you just learn and get to move on.
Yeah, and be
you know,
better
and grow out
every
of
day.
everything.
Yes. You're out of everything. It's so
Yeah.
true. How about yours?
My April has been good. Excited for May. May is full of money, abundance, more anything that has more manifestation. Just good things that I'm seeing in May. I'm also excited to be traveling, literally, and it's gonna be like our first
So our first trip
Yeah,
together.
together.
Right.
Like the second one, but the first
Yeah,
trip,
the first
solo
Out of
trip.
the country.
Yeah.
Right. To be specific.
Yeah, guys.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
Literally. Excited. But
And
the fact
you?
that I'm sorry?
What about you?
How's the month been for you?
My
What
life
have
has
you
been
learned?
good. Been really good. I can say been stabilizing a lot of things, which mean the world to me. And looking back, I am proud of myself.
Okay.
Yes, a lot of
That's nice.
sacrifices. So I am proud of myself, the fact that that happened and actually manifesting everything I've been visualizing. So anything is possible. When there's a will, there's literally a way.
Nice.
Yes.
That's nice.
We're going to be starting with a conversation here regarding an upcoming doctor shares her take on girlfriend's allowance. Do you believe in that before we move forward with that?
Girlfriend's allowance.
Yeah, because I asked Keith before we started the show, and he talked about the fact that it's not even an allowance. I believe he said maybe the people he had in the past had access to his bank account, but just be responsible.
Personally, I don't believe in the term allowance.
Yeah.
I believe if a man, literally you have a man who has claimed you in any sort of way, you know, he's meant to provide for you. You know, it's not a matter of you being told. Yesterday we were discussing about it, and Keith was saying men should learn how to, like, it's so easy for you to get a woman if you really
Right.
want her.
Yeah.
Pay attention to the things she says, and out of those things, get her everything. Like, because women, we talk.
That's true.
We'll just mention things like, you'll say something like, I like this one, and if you're really an attentive person,
Yeah.
go get it. Let it be a
That's
surprise
nice.
to her. Like, oh, you literally thought about it. Like I said it as a joke, but to my letter, and that's the easiest way actually you can get most of the women. That's what
Yeah.
he was saying,
Yeah.
and I was sort of agreeing to it because women were talkative, and we find ourselves literally hata utapata unaona kitu unamuonyesha. So from there, like, you just go figure. At least hata kama ni kunitumia do, like, try and show you're getting me what I want.
Right.
So I don't believe in the term allowance, but I do believe in men being of course providers.
Right.
Yeah.
Me, I don't really care the term they use, but a man should actually just give money.
You don't care about the term.
Hata kani allowance,
Yeah.
hata just give your girl money. That's just it. Like, you can't actually be out here saying you're my man and I can't rely on you on anything. And it doesn't
Yeah,
mean
true.
that if I am having I'm rich or I'm comfortable, you're supposed to be comfortable. Even if I'm comfortable, you
Yeah.
have to take care of some stuff. Like, you have to take care of me as a girl. You know, people are saying, how would I know if you're promising me right now, if I'm gonna take care of you once I marry you, that you'll take care of me? With what money? If I've not seen
If
when
you can't
we are
do it
dating.
right now.
Exactly. You see, and sometimes it doesn't mean that I'm going to tell you, I need this and this. You found me, I've been handling my shit, I've been paying my bills, I've been doing this. If I tell you I want this, it doesn't mean I can't get it. I just want you to be there for me. So a man should always just be ready to give. Mostly if you're with a man and you're handling, you're doing stuff, me, I hate that. I don't like me being in the midst of men and just doing. It depends on the men. I'm like, kama ni best yangu tumesema hivyo,
group of
unaget?
friends,
And then but also, like, even if I'm with my friends, me, I've ever seen, even the young ones, even the small ones, I don't pay for
Delicate,
shit. I don't. Like literally even the small things, they'll be like, nah, stop, don't do it. Unajua. If so say imagine you're sitting with your own man. If these are your friends who take care of you, what about your own man who is supposed to be ensuring you're okay? You know? So I do believe a man for me, provider number 1, provider number 2, number 3, provider.
Yeah, you should always take care of your girl, even without them telling you.
Like asking.
You should definitely. I believe it's a natural instinct with men. Definitely, you take care of your girl, because if your girl or your person or your partner is being walked out because of anything, mostly financially, you guys are together and you cannot do anything to help, I don't know why.
But
you're
also,
there,
we were talking
honestly.
about yesterday, trick to date. Is it trick to date? I don't know how.
Trick to date.
I don't know how later. James Kumbuki, the term the audience were using. Trick to date, how many trick for what? But whereby you have to trick for you to be able to get a woman. So there's one of these passport bros who lives in Kenya and was giving his experience of visiting most of the African countries. So it's like in South Africa, most of the women you must trick to have them. You know, in Kenya you find women who are genuine and all that. And somebody did say, I was like, you've not met to rich money, you know? Yeah, I was like, you've not met to rich money. But at the same time, you'll find, just to expound on what you're saying, of course there is a girlfriend allowance, a man is supposed to be a provider. But I've also bumped into another video as I go back to the passport bros, which was saying, as a woman, because relating on so many now current relationship issues, a good example pictured on that video I saw is of Mulamwa and his girlfriend. You find most of these women probably they don't have a career of their own going on because they're dealing with someone who's influential. Probably deals kidogo anapata ni through this guy. So the moment you leave utachilia umsema, maybe become a partner as couples, the moment utachilia umse and you've not built a brand of your own, or you've not set up a business of your own, namshaza na yeye, you end up being stuck. You start borrowing money on TikTok, on platforms and all that, but not just based on celebrities. All women, like, I feel like before you even demand from a man, like, ensure you can have it. I feel like personally that's one of the, I don't know, it's because of experiences, but I feel like that's one of the things I really wanted so bad. I was like, I want to be able to afford shit before I can even ask someone. I want to know I am in the ability to provide it for myself. Hata kama it take how long, I can. Because, again, going back to the story we were saying, men will treat you like crazy because of the money they're spending on you. They either misuse you, they're either gonna yatakutumia tu vibaya because kuna one way or another will benefit from him. But if you're able to do things on your own, it's good. You know, like, you know, and it's a step. Because how many ladies do we see just being honest? We don't see them talking about it. But women get stuck after certain relationships. Like certain utapata mtu aizi lipa rent, aizi fanya, because this man has been the provider of everything. Just because you know you saw a trick daddy, you know, of course it makes you happy, like uta flourish and uta pimba. If I'm gentle take a biz again, but you'll find ladies who don't think about that. They're like,
that is true.
Especially if you set that mentality, and then kaboom, things happen. This guy wants to move on from you. He doesn't see maybe the mentality you expected to see from you, and then you're left stuck. I was in a video of this TikTok lady who was crying because a man anamwacha na kona gari. And then I see another lady who's saying,
I didn't follow that. I didn't follow what you said.
There's a lady who was crying because his boyfriend, they're breaking up. But the guy had a car. So according to the people who are filming, wako like analia kwa sababu akona gari ndoma anaachwa. Like this, like it's like he's been the one doing most of the things, you know, for this lady. So now she's like super dramatic about it, you know, ataki kumwachilia. So like looking at all this, yes, a man is supposed to be a provider, but can you also provide for yourself?
Yeah, but it's constant. Provision is constant, whether I have it or not.
It's true.
A man is supposed to be, even if I have job with $1,000,000 shillings, a man should, like, let me tell you, even if right now I have a car and I'm coming to see you, right? It's my car. You fuel that car. You fuel for me to come see you. Una get? You be part. It doesn't mean I don't fuel when I'm with you, but I'm creating time to be with you, and you're asking me for a date, like you wanna meet, like, or I'm already, I just believe even if you got shit, because the reason why madam wanawachwa na wanabaki disparate is because first and foremost the women like this, I think I'll give an example with Nigerian men. They would definitely go for women who don't have something going on for themselves. Unajua? And exactly, and they'll just invest in like furniture, vitu tu naona, because that is all you see as you're like, imagine your job, like, single, you don't have a home. He's gonna get you that nice apartment. You're gonna live together, get furniture, and you feel like, oh, this is comfortable, right? For you, and you think this man is never gonna go anywhere. Most of them are scammers. And at the end of the day, they don't even want maybe anything serious. And they go leave you. Unaget. So unapata wewe, you ulikuwa fala kwa your relationship, una shit. But trust me, if you have your own bag, right? You get a man who's a provider, even if he dumps you, even if something happens, you can still stand on your own. I've also seen Madam Wajanja, who in this relationship, shout out to, you know, I hope this people like this influencers, me, I'm gonna use like Pretty Vichy. I saw her coming up from nothing. Yeah, you see, and she was like, you guys are gonna pin me down because this guy was the one with the name. Of course the guy didn't have money, but he had an influence. And she stood by it. And now she's like stable. She has her own apartment. She's doing her own things. So I do believe it depends on the type of woman you are. You don't just get comfortable when you meet a man with. If you're a smart woman, even if you didn't have at the start, you get a man, let him teach you some things. Unajua? Let him put you on something. So that even if he walks out, you have something that is actually, you can actually stand on. Even if he dies. Because sometimes, you know, there are this nature stuff. He might die. He has a fucked up family, comes for everything. You know? And if the fact of family,
that's true.
Nature, like you exactly. Yeah, the fact of family comes for everything. And then, what are you going to do if you didn't have anything on your name? You didn't have even like a business yenye wewe mwenye ulianza hata kitu ya kujisimamia unaga. So I definitely believe most of these women wanakuja kulia job ni wale wenye wamekuwa comfortable, wanadhani eti hawataiachana na umse na yeye ni fala enough not to think about tomorrow. So wao ndio wanalia. But if you find,
we've also seen women who are gonna leave their jobs because a man is providing.
That's
I mean, you find there's someone who has their career all together, sijini nini. You know, but
doing
kidogo, this man is providing everything. I mean, we've seen this. I think there's a time a video was posted on one of the blogs that a lady dumped literally a job because the man told, my man told me to quit my work, so I did it. And now I'm a stay-at-home girlfriend, not even wife, girlfriend. Excuse me, like, and then she sells everything. You go move into the man's house. You're dumb. You're dumb. That's what I'm saying. As much as you have the mentality of CG, oh, I want a trick daddy, I want someone who's a provider, ensure you can also provide for yourself. Because these men nowadays are also clever. Like, we're too honest.
They also want women
men
who have
men are also clever nowadays.
Something going on for yourself.
Like,
I always say, if you know what you deserve as a woman, definitely you're creating that life for yourself. You're getting what you need for yourself. Like, everything is stable in your life. You're not going to entertain anybody who's not in that caliber. For sure. Because you've given everything that maybe some other women are looking for men for. You've given that for yourself.
So are you really saying that you're not going to entertain foolishness when you got your life all together?
Even now
we don't entertain bullshit.
I think you guys got your life together. That's what I'm asking. I'm not saying you don't get your life together, man. I'm asking the question. When you have your life together, will you entertain foolishness? That's what I'm asking.
No, you can't.
You can't
entertain a foolish guy if you are actually not a fool. Literally.
But you guys are smart. A lot of women do. They get their money, since they didn't have men, now they got themselves together, they entertain foolishness.
You should
drag them down.
Honestly, mostly if you know where you've come from, the sacrifices that you've made in regards to where you are in life right now. It's just, people call it like women are choosy, but yes, I'm choosy, of course, because I know where I've been, literally.
And you know when you have something for your own self, you have options.
Of course.
But if you don't have something going on, you don't have an option. It's just that man. You know, but if you have something for yourself, you're like, nah, this one is not my caliber. I'll get somebody who's my caliber.
Now don't get mad at me. Don't get upset. Now wasn't Katie a good example of that?
That's a bad example. Do you want to comment on that?
That's a bad example. Katie was her life together. She was with a foolish man.
I don't know about that, kid.
Huh?
I don't know about that.
I know. But they got quiet. Okay, I'm gonna leave it alone. Put myself back on mute.
I had a friend of mine, and this chick.
You know that was a foolish Negro she was with. That's keeping her fuck.
I had a friend of mine that was she had like this rich zaddy, right? He was a zaddy, like and this guy bought. He didn't buy her, but they were living around Runda.
Okay.
So they had like their own compound, swimming pool. They even had like servant quarters, like doing good for herself. She was like 21 back then.
They bought together.
Nah, the zaddy.
Oh,
they were living together.
Yeah, they were living together, right?
Okay.
So this chick has your time. We just were finishing college, right?
Right.
Yeah.
So she had like a studio apartment, and she was doing modeling professionally, like really doing good, right? So at 21 she had her own studio apartment, akona kwake, anajidevelop, sindio? I'm like, yeah. At that time, I'm the same age, but me, I don't have a job. I'm even living with somebody. So I'm like, yeah, at least, I wish I could get my own space. So that means you're like, I wish I could get my own space.
Yeah.
So she gets a daddy. Guess what she does? She doesn't sell any. She leaves. Like, she leaves without anything.
Okay.
She never comes back.
She left the house.
Yeah.
Not selling anything.
Not selling, no that.
Okay,
She
what
left.
happened?
She started
It's like dumping the house.
Yeah, she
Did they
dumped.
break up with this guy?
No.
No.
She dumped her house, went to live with the guy.
zaddy.
Okay,
Yeah.
got it.
Not
Yes.
selling a thing.
Not selling, it was
Leaving
dumped.
everything.
It's like the zaddy told her never to go back there.
Okay.
She left, like, she had a bed, she had a stuff, she had like she was doing okay, right?
Yeah.
It's like you're living your own apartment right now. I'm going to Runda, right? So, so after some time they didn't see her, they removed her stuff, they sold because of now they are arrears, right?
What?
So she goes and leaves.
You left everything.
You left everything and you didn't tell anybody.
Who
No
does that?
notice.
Who leaves? Whoa.
Yeah. She left
I
because
don't
now.
care if you're who.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. So the zaddy told her, come to Runda. I'm gonna buy everything from clothes. Don't come with nada.
Okay.
All right? So she moves. I see her traveling on IG. She's this ni wale madem wa Instagram, right? Instagram models.
Yeah.
And she's a model, like she really looks nice.
Okay.
So I see her traveling. She's going to Seychelles, Malaysia. She's where. So she comes back in Kenya, and then she like invites us now to a place.
Okay.
So the moment you go to a place, me with my big mouth, I start asking her like, where is this relationship going? You know, what is this man trying to do to you? Have you created anything for yourself?
Right.
Because you're having all this life, do you have your own bag?
Right.
And then she was telling me how everything when she wants, the guy orders.
Okay.
She's not the one handling the
Yeah,
finances.
she's not handling the finance. She gets everything, yes.
But she's not the one controlling it.
Exactly.
Yes.
Yeah. And he doesn't question. I
You'll
want
be
this.
mumu.
I want this. She gets, I want this. So she's like, I don't know, blah, 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 and stuff like that. So see me, I advise her. I tell her, tell the zaddy to actually open for you something.
A
Or
business.
business. Like
Yes.
right now you can get a nice shop in Lavington, even in Upper Hill.
Right.
He is capable of doing that, right? The chick, I don't know what goes to tell the zaddy. The zaddy sends us away.
Whoa.
He's like, leave my house. You want to spoil my girlfriend? You're bringing ideas into her.
Oh, you guys went to
At that
visit
moment.
Yeah, we went to Runda at her
Oh,
place.
shit.
So as you're enjoying cocktails at the swimming pool and I'm opening my girl's head, I'm like, girl, I know you have everything, but where's the bag? Like, if
Right.
you want everything, you go for this man.
Right.
Like, where's your own shit? Yes,
Yeah.
you're traveling, you're enjoying.
Yeah.
Can you have something for yourself? You have
Yeah.
younger siblings.
Yeah.
You're an orphan. They're looking up to you.
Oh, shit.
You know, and stuff like that. Actually, I don't know what she went to tell Azadi. Azadi just came a few hours later. Like, leave my house, and you guys are spoiling my girlfriend. I never want to see you here. Blah blah blah. Right? And she was just looking at us while Azadi is
Wow.
throwing us out of the house, right?
Wow.
And I'm like, okay, cool. My bad, Broly.
Right.
If I was in that situation, that's what I would have done.
Right.
Pata raha.
Right? So it didn't take like even 5 months
Oh no.
later. Yeah, I hear stories. I start seeing her now in Kenya
Oh no.
randomly. You know, when things now start happening, you don't see them
Yeah.
travel, you see them,
Right.
they don't even post as much. She had even blocked me. So one time I'm on Instagram, I'm like, I see her page. I'm like, oh, she unblocked me. Crazy.
Okay.
So I go to see.
Yeah.
And I see her living like she's come back to a space that is so small. And it doesn't look like her apartment, but it doesn't look like the house I saw back there. It looks like a very small apartment because I could see from the picture bed
Okay.
and a gas cooker. So I'm like, amerudi tena kwa bed sitter, unajua?
Right.
So I asked my friend, I'm like, okay, so what happened? So apparently she got paged, she got pregnant.
Oh no.
By the same guy?
Yeah, the Zadi akamuongelesha akatoa.
Oh my gosh.
She did an abortion, right? I don't know how this chick was. I don't know how he convinced her. She did an abortion, literally. So this guy didn't want a baby. So this guy was not serious.
Yeah.
It's those one that come to Kenya, they want to use you while they're here.
Yeah.
And then when they're gone,
Wasting your
one time,
Yes.
my friend is also telling me, his kids came. He has big kids.
Wow.
His kids came to Kenya. If really this is your girlfriend you want something to do with, you introduce your kids.
Facts.
Guess what he told the chick to do? To stay at the SQ.
Wow.
When
she
she stayed.
I was
Yes!
almost asking the same question.
She stayed as a servant.
True.
Imagine. And once his kids leave, you move back. Tell me.
As a servant.
Because
crazy.
you are the servant quarters, right? So you are literally as a, you stay, they don't get out.
Really?
What do you mean? She was at the SQ.
It's an SQ, like, yeah.
Of course,
Whatever,
now
you
the
know,
fact that the
people
children
rent
don't
SQ.
know
Yeah.
you, of course,
So
you're gonna assume you're a
probably he is the
servant.
cleaner or whatever.
Yeah, we're gonna
So
assume you're a
and probably
servant.
you never know what the man
Oh
told
my
his kids.
God.
You know. And she never used to come to the main house during that time when his kids are
Okay.
actually there. He's
servant.
traveling with his kids. Yeah, she was like, let's say maybe the man said, this is the one that cleans the compound.
Exactly. Oh my
You
God.
never know.
These stories are real. Oh my God. So that's why I'm laughing. These
And
are
even
so real.
when now she like she aborted, I don't know, the guy went, never came back, and the house he hadn't bought, it was on rent.
Oh no.
So
Now you're back to square one.
do they get? And then the worst thing is, you left your home.
You even ditched your
You
friends.
ditched your
Yeah.
friends. You can't come back. She went back
For
to
Zazi.
Roysam.
Zazi.
And this is somebody who was you know me, I wonder how you
Oh.
travel in all these countries. You have all. I'm like, before
And
somebody. You're too kwenda huko. That's already like
Right.
maybe
A
300,
that's a
400.
business.
A business.
Already.
And then you're traveling all over. How dumb could you be?
Like, that's a business already.
You know, sometimes I think the reason that's why we're not
You
even
have been
blessed
couple of
is
businesses.
because we are
You
just
be
so
momos,
smart.
using
And
your
God wants us to
right?
hustle our own. Because I'm like,
It's true.
nah, God, you can't be this ash. Like, I have all this brain.
And also, your friend who was sent money, she bought the phone.
Yeah. They also sent the other one. They're always
Are you
dumb, though.
kidding me?
I
They're
don't
always
understand.
dumb.
It's always crazy.
You-
These girls that get the most money, they always just
They're always dumb.
buying crazy.
How would you,
shit.
like,
Dumb,
literally
dumb,
have a
dumb.
phone like that, living in a...
She has like a
Nice to
studio
what
apartment. And then she
and
was
you're
sent
buying
for
a
200,000.
200,000 phone?
And then she
iPhone?
went and bought. I was
She
looking
went-
at her like
She went
this.
and bought jewelry.
I would be like, listen, the Zad is not in Kenya, right?
Yes.
Please.
And
I
please
want
just
an
sell,
iPhone.
yeah, sell the Zad.
so
Go
much
buy,
refurbished.
go buy a go
want
buy
an
a
iPhone.
Samsung.
Yeah.
Save that one 50,000. I'd not even buy one for 50k. I think I'll just be playing around 30.
Right.
And then I
they're
say,
there.
yeah, and you get
Literally.
like a nice phone
Yeah.
and save that money, open a business, sustain yourself.
Yes.
The
No, I
other
want
one
an
had
iPhone.
to. There's the other one that took her whole things back to the village,
Oh my God.
and then was traveling all over. She came back to the country. She doesn't have a place. She goes back to her mom's. I'm like, nah. Why are you the same person that I was seeing all over the world?
It's always the saddest
Traveling.
thing. That is the most saddest
And
thing.
then that's the time they look for you.
Yeah. That's the
Hi.
most craziest
And when you were
thing.
traveling, she had buddy friends. Like,
Buddy friends.
I was
Me
like,
too. I
I
had a
was
friend
like,
like that.
fala. Like,
Right.
anatumiwa do,
Mhm.
wanaenda,
Right.
inaitwa 4 points.
Yeah.
You know, 4 points at the airport.
Okay.
6 hotels. Iwaton, you can go to a nice place, eat nice food. Hadi kama ni
course.
nice meal unataka
Yeah.
for just 3,000.
Yes.
You get. Antaka wanatumia bill 100k.
And they,
I'm like looking at them. Saizo
but at
wangu
the
wana
same
date
time,
Mazadi.
you've not stabilized yourself.
You don't have shit, you
That's what I'm saying.
You don't even, how do you eat a meal for 100,000 and you don't have a piece of land? Explain that to me.
That doesn't make sense. I don't
How?
get it.
Like, how?
Like,
what
I never
day?
understand that for sure.
No.
It's crazy. I also had a friend like that. She was dealing with
Azadi.
zadzis, not just one, zadzis.
Lord.
She could jump from one to another, and
Yeah.
she was like attracting majority when you talk
Okay.
on a door, like
Hey,
they could spend,
wako
you
na
know,
nyota.
could ask her money atakutumia, like
Okay.
you know, you see her popping bottles and all that. So one time she invites me. They were chilling. There was an event of a certain, I don't know, MP or wapi, and then we went for the lunch. There was a lunch, or I can't remember of what. So just chilling there. Now she introduced me to the zadzi of that time. To the zadzi of that time. So to me, I'm just young, naive, and of course I'm brokey, you know, sina form, you know. Of course I'm invited because sina form na ni place nimepewa fare yangu na tupesa kidogo. Niko like, hii kwa mfuko, sikuna gari, hakuna haja ya kutumia fare. You know, you guys you drive around, ikifika ni time ya kuni drop town, ndapanda tu mati yangu ya 30 bob na nifika mtaa hii itanisaidia. So we chilled, had fun, literally. Remember we launched the event, tukaenda mahali kukula, we went to clubbing, jioni. Jioni ikafika ni time ya saa tubukiwe Airbnbs, we sleep. So of course they slept together and all that. Long story short, this chili like alikuwa hapo do. Cause do. So she told me, I'm just gonna be with him for you know, until I'll get my shit together because I'm just here, you know. Right now I'm finishing university and I don't wanna go back because she was in uni. Like she had like a bad relationship with the paps, especially the paps. So she's like, I don't want to go back to you know, my folks' house, taki yo stress nini. So najipanga ata says akaniambia tunaweza jipanga tuanze life pamoja. So I was excited because I'm like, you know, at least I'm gonna be living with someone who've known each other for so long, you know, and she understands where I'm coming from. So I'm like, yeah, go friend. If this is the direction, I'm with you. So sijui kulienda aje, akaolewa. Yeah, she got married. Not really got married. Not as the first wife, not as the second wife, not as the third wife, but as the fourth wife. And out of these four wives, there's another lady pregnant after her.
After her?
Yeah, months after she was pregnant. So this story I'm being given now because nakumbuka sana nilimcallingi after she got married. Akaniambia I'm settling in with this guy. So one day I call her. I'm like, hey, I need 200. I needed 200 specifically. I remember 200. I can't remember ilikuwa kuingia job ama food. One of the two. One of the two. I urgently needed it. Like I'm gonna fund you back when I get paid. She was like, you go to hell. You're always borrowing money. You know, your work is just
out of nowhere.
Yeah. And when it's someone we've known each other for like 10 years, over 10 years. I'm like, you're always borrowing money, I'm like, what is a man? Siko ubaya, and you know, being a friend, plus you're in a position to help, because you're just always going out, you're popping bottles, so you know, it's because 200 ya kuspare. Nilijishika hivi wasikia nikasema siku ingine nijikute kusema bestie hapo ndio kama story za bestie because this show like my best friend like 10 years of relationship friendship literally. I'm like, you can't do this, you can't, there's no way. So that was in 2022, I think 2022. One of the times we went out, like we had a really, I think here time a tunnel. And then the next morning, I get a call. I thought it was you calling. This lady tells me she's downstairs. Because she had asked me, so we had started talking. She texted me out of nowhere. She's like, ukwaje kofiti, una stay wapi, una stay Rongai. Akaniambia, can you pay me your location? Maybe one day I'm gonna come visit. I didn't know it was I'm gonna stay Tumaini, around Tumaini. Yeah, baby. Akanipigia akiwa karibu na Tumaini. Hi.
She's the same girl.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hi. I'm near your place. Can you come pay the Uber?
You invited her to come see
so mind you, I really woke up super. Niko bado maji. Tumetoka out the previous tumetoka out the previous night. So mimi nashika simu nikifikiria Shimani,
Okay,
so mi
okay.
nateremka.
Yeah.
I usually was like, ile unamka,
But you're
not in the right.
learning.
I swear even called Keith. Keith knows the story. I thought it was you. So niko like, let me go. I don't know what's up with Shimani. Let me just.
Because
I'm not.
of how you guys are
and I'm not in the
close.
right.
Yeah.
And then every time we go out in the morning, we have to call each other.
We used to call
Okay.
each other to
Okay.
confirm if everyone woke up, how you feeling,
Yeah.
and all that. So I'm like, it's Shimani.
Right.
So nikashuka stairs, nashuka, kufika, Judy. That was her name. And like, I checked the phone
Right.
call now. Shit, see Shimani. Okay, now she's there, of course. There's nothing I can do. Nishafika, I paid the Uber, akakuja. I remember that Saturday, because we went out on a Friday.
Yeah.
That Saturday, Chai had a show.
Yeah.
Okay. He had a show. So we stayed there the whole day.
This was last year?
Yeah, this is
Last year, but
2022.
one.
Okay, got it.
No, 2023 exactly. 2023 now. Akakuja, tukastay hapa the whole day. She's talking to me about how the husband is cheating. He doesn't
Cheating with the wives, or?
other
Because
girls
he has-
now because
Now
there's
if he has a fifth one, there's maybe a
exactly
sixth
there's a
and
lady who
seventh.
got pregnant after she was pregnant,
Yeah, you
you know. So
mentioned
this story
that,
that Ananiambia after
Yeah.
we met, and then she's still cheating. Even with the other now the fifth baby mama, they are wamekuwa mabeshte sasa, they wanna discuss his cheating.
Okay.
When they were lured to this,
Yeah.
She's like, she wants to leave, so she's like, can I come stay with you for a few months? Nikijipanga.
Amekuja na vitu zake already.
Amekuja
Okay.
solo.
Alright.
Can I come with my you know, stay with you? Exactly. Now I stay with you for a few months. And as I come figure out and I come with my kid. For like, baby girl, you say stay in a studio. There is shows going on here. Me, a kid, right now. No, I'm sorry, I can't help you. You know, I'm so sorry if you think it's that time when I told you.
Remember.
Yeah, I'm like, I'm so sorry at that time when I told you how I spoke to you. I just figured out I was pregnant that day. Mood swings,
Right.
So I'm like, okay, it's all good, but I can't help you. So relating with all that, she came out of the relationship with nothing, because that was last year. Now when I was coming from the village, no, when I went to my pop's place,
Yeah.
I went to my friend's place,
Yeah.
who knows her.
Yeah.
And like, I've been seeing her around, she's just roaming around,
She's back at home.
yeah.
It's sad.
They're always
It's
like
bad.
that. They're always like that. They're always dumb. I'm like, you can't be dumb. And
And
that's why I always
I think
say.
she was in university, like she was really taking a serious
And
course.
that's why I always don't even blame like shories who go for this zadis and come out. Hata taseme ni malaya. Amekuja na biashara. Amekuja
Would
mnamuita
never.
sija akona spa.
But still.
Me ishara tukina huda.
Yeah.
I'll always
Sometimes
upload.
it's
Yeah,
like-
I'll be like, yeah, date a zaddy, but please be also a mommy.
smart.
Yeah, be also a mommy. Like, what the hell? You
Yeah.
can't actually just be dumb. I would never blame you for actually creating
And also,
something
you'll
for
never
yourself.
understand where they're coming from.
Exactly.
Honestly.
Yeah.
You would never, until you sit down with a girl who's baby in that route, and you'll understand why. Literally.
But
Because
they always
there
they
is
have something. Most of them are dumb. That's the
no,
problem.
I'm saying the ones who literally know what they're doing
Yeah.
in it. But actually coming out, I believe in some of them maybe it's because they are seeing this glamorous life which they've never seen before. Maybe they've been visualizing, they got lost in it. And also, which is like
to leave.
I know. You
You
forget your friends, your day ones, they don't even exist anymore at that time. You fit it in with girls who actually don't even know who they are. Because the time you're crying and you don't have anything, why do you remember the ones who are with you
Exactly.
day one? Because they are the real ones, literally. They've been real. But also the other ones who you made friends or basically got acquainted with, they never care at the time because they're literally with you because of what you have at the moment. But I can just say in regards to the back to our conversation, if you literally are with a partner, and as a woman, let me talk about being a lady first, and you know who you are, your identity, you have a vision for yourself, and you're putting in the work in regards to what you want to achieve in life. I always say you're the ones who knows or basically understand the lonely lives, the lonely nights, the sacrifices you've made for yourself. So you cannot entertain foolishness from a man. You are saying you're bragging, you're choosing, of course.
Be choosy.
Of course.
Be choosy.
Yeah.
You'll always get the right one there's always a right one.
And also you're
There's
not
always a perfect man.
it's not that you're not with that man or that partner for the money, but this is what I have.
Yeah.
So What's
are
the
you
vision?
bringing?
Yes.
Exactly.
How are you going to build this empire?
Exactly.
Where are we going
Yeah.
if you don't have anything? You're starting from scratch. Okay,
Yeah.
there's some women I've seen, they've invested in their men, but I don't know how that goes.
Yeah.
You know?
You know, at the end of the reason why people question Iwaton of you being down for your man is that there's been a replica of you holding your man down, and when they get there, they go with other people.
Yes.
So unapata, yes, there might be some that your woman is holding you countable.
Yes.
The number is, the probability is 2 to 10.
You want to stay faithful.
Exactly.
Yes.
The woman who you started with, who held you down, who you were walking, once you get that guy, he starts having slave queens.
Right.
He starts saying, no, these ones are the ones in my caliber. Not you who was with him. Only a few ones who stick by their women.
So true.
So when you hear somebody saying, I'll hold my man down, people question, they're like, will he really hold you down too?
Yeah. True, will he hold you down?
Exactly. And women are not supposed to hold men down. Men hold women down.
That's for sure.
Exactly. That's just it. If you can't hold me down first, I'm not holding you down.
That's for sure.
Exactly. If I'm falling, you hold me down and lift
100%.
you up. Once you already lift me up, I have that trust of when you're down, I'm going to lift you up.
That's for sure.
But me lifting you up first as the man doesn't just do right by you.
Yes, that is so true. But that's it in regards to actually women knowing, understanding their value, understanding your identity. If you know who you are as a woman, if you're putting in the work, you have the vision for yourself. I'm telling you, you'll be very choosy.
Yeah.
You will be.
Yeah.
It's just a fact.
Me personally, if I have to hold my man down when he don't have, I'm not holding him like financing him.
Right.
I'll just support him.
Right.
If he has a motion, I'll support him.
Right.
Like, yeah, I'm gonna be there. But see, keep as I am. See what. You see the way people they say, we were discussing of women holding their men down, right? And I was telling Iwaton that the reason as to why when they say hold your man down and people have that conversation or that doubt is because the probability of men holding you down after you help them or after you hold them down for that is very low compared to the possibility of him seeing now another woman and saying that's now his caliber. You see, so when women say I'm holding my man down, they're like, Aisha is gonna hold you down the same. So you find most of the time women tend not to hold, or there's questions or doubts of, you know,
women are smart.
Are you really gonna hold me down if I hold you down? And that's what I'm saying. If you're low and you have, for me, if you're low, like probably maybe I'm working right now and you're hustling and your shit is not going well, but you got to hustle.
And then you can see he's putting in the work.
Putting in the work.
Yes.
I'm not gonna move with some people. I'm gonna stick by you. I'm gonna support you where I need to. But I'm not putting my bag. That is where I draw the line. I'm not putting my bag and investing because I don't know about that. But sticking around, I'm gonna stick there for you.
Invest in learning God.
Exactly.
Investing is a
big,
because I've just seen also that
lakini
video.
pia sisi tunatumia pesa yangu nikiwa
I do
na pesa
agree,
huko.
like especially in today's generation, like holding men down, I feel like you should do it without expectations. Personally, I feel like with the experiences I've had, literally, like having to go on my way to become a man, I mean a maid, because I'm trying to hold someone down for misusing their funds when I'm supposed to be the one relying to them. Mind you, I'm being pushed out of the house because I'm being told endo ole kwa mse kwa sababu wako na pesa. Like then you're holding someone down to come figure out, hey, you're messing your life up.
Kiliniramba,
but at the same time, I think what I learned after that is do things without having expectations. That's why I'm really heavy on that. Like, fanya mseki to be like expectations. Like
support it.
No, I'm not.
I'm not.
In what way? In what way?
That's what I'm saying.
Like in a relationship?
Yeah.
In a relationship.
In a relationship, exactly. Do like, something without having any expectations.
Like support your man financially?
I'm not financially like investing, no. Because that's the mistake I did.
Okay.
You know,
so
I was trying to put this guy, like, you know, mina jinima.
Yeah.
Like, hey, shika hii weka biz, anza biz yako. Shika hii lipa rent. Kumbe is not paying the rent. Is yana jibamba. Ashafunga kids amerudi kwa madhake. Merudi kuishi kwa mamako. Tudinyane kwa mamako. Like, you know, that's all like nah. But I feel like right now, holding a man down, not in that manner of investing in the smallest way, like you say, you know, kama imekuwa provide, you can do 1, 2, 3 things and you can see motion. Exactly. Like, I'm gonna do it, but don't have expectations of like, you know, because I've been having him. Like talk.
But me, for me, I still disagree. I still disagree on that. I'm like, if he is like, for example, Joby, I got a job right now, right? And let's say he don't got a job, or let's say he has, but it's not as good as mine. I'm not gonna give him my money. Like I'm not really gonna.
What do you mean giving your money?
And or even like put my money into him, like just support him. Like, hey, I need this, I give him. I do that, I don't. Unless if he had actually, for me, I will support my man if he had it. And when he had it, he supported me first.
Right.
Then I'm gonna be like, yes, I trust you can hold me down, and I'm gonna hold you down. But me doing it first, nah, I'm not gonna do it first, because I believe if I actually am in this place, I deserve somebody who is in the same space or even better space for me. So if I have to be like, I'm the one that is doing stuff, I feel like I'm being the man. And for me, when that happens, I don't feel comfortable. So I'm not holding a man down when you're chini yangu. I'm just gonna hold you. Kama ulikuwa juu, ikakuramba, ukini hold down, then I'll definitely hold you down. For me, I feel like a man is the one supposed to make the move first. Akisha make your move and you hold down, I don't have a problem holding my man.
It's so hard right now.
It's really hard because you reach at a point where you've held him down, Joby, and then at a certain point, he gets it figured out. He's now or doing other stuff. So it's really, really.
Yo, karma is a bitch. I'm gonna help you out. Karma is a bitch. You'll deal with the karma. Personally, I think I don't know. I think experiences and living with people actually made me change my mentality a lot. Being honest, it's life. Things happen sometimes. You know, it doesn't have to be really your man. It can be even a friend. Things happen. This is life. Personally, I've said of strangers holding me down. Like I've lived literally. You may survive in strangers' house more than my family's houses or relatives. And literally, if I try to look at it, if they didn't hold me down, I don't think I'd have the same mentality of ever wanting to help someone. So I feel like personally, when I speak about even doesn't have to be even in a relationship, even friendship. I've seen women discuss about financial shaming, in circles. Ladies talking about this on TikTok. Financial shaming, where you go with a group of friends out, utakuwa the downgraded one, ama utakuwa kutumwa kwa sababu unanga do, uchangiangi vitu. You know, friends just misusing you even when you hang out. Like when you are endo pike, endo fanye. And me, I've experienced that. I've really experienced that. I've experienced that, being honest.
Why would you put your other friend, even like in girls, why would you
I think that? Being honest, I think you being you know, you're in a circle, you're doing things again genuinely, or in a circle of where you're I'm just moving genuinely, and we're even not trying to treat out of how you're being treated. Because I didn't actually know until later it snapped him like, what? These people actually, you know, this people are really carrying me stupid. Because I was doing things when they umeka.
Because you are genuine. I'm gonna cook.
Yeah, I'm gonna cook, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do laundry. I'm even washing underwears. But these people that behind the back, they're looking at me like, hey, dummy. You know, but I'm like, hey, you guys, since you're helping me, let me do things out of genuinely, you know, genuinity. So it's crazy. So I think
even like people who live with each other, I've also seen that if you live with each other, one has a job you don't. But for me, I don't feel like it's bad because it depends. Like if she's misusing you, exactly. If she's misusing it,
and how she talks to you.
But if it is like I'm cleaning the house, I'm ensuring this is clean, ensuring I cook, because I believe you're hustling out there, you're working hard, you're paying the bills, you're tired. The least I can do is ensure when you come at home, you're comfortable. So I feel like at least my impact. Because when I used to live with somebody, and then I don't even mind washing. I'm washing I remember at a certain point nilifungiwa nyumba in Embakasi because I was struggling, right? And I have a friend, Riz. So I was just hustling for money, and I told Riz, let me come stay with you before one, because Embakasi was crazy. You come back, unapata padlock tatu.
3.
Yeah, like ndio usifungue, unajua unaweza vunja moja.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
Wanakotia 3, moja yako zao 2.
Oh my gosh.
Exactly. Na kama wewe ni mjanja sana, wameona na nini wanaichomelea kabisa, uwezi fungua. Ndio ulete mtu wa kufungua, right?
So, yeah, it's that's absolutely.
So I was like, what am I going to do? So I tell Riz, let me come, I pack a few things, just come stay with you. So I go stay there. At a could take time. I was thinking maybe I'll get the money in like 2 weeks.
Okay.
But I think I took like a week to get it figured out. So I remember alikuwa natoka job anapata nimemfulia.
Yeah.
Should be shocked. like guy, mbona umenifulia? Because like sasa nilikuwa nafanya nini kwa nyumba, nimeosha kila kitu. Anapata hadi nikiwa me by that don't mind cleaning. Sasa nyingine I'm just like I don't know. Acha nitoe carpet nisigwe because sina kitu ya kufanya. Should be shocked. But I didn't mind because she never used to treat me really badly, right?
Yeah.
Plus Riz ni mtu mwenye yeye namjua anachoka na watu haraka. So angechoka na mimi after ninge extend, she'd be like, Shmani, you gotta go. You know, I've seen her sending people. Mostly if you're like, kama wewe ni mtoxic, anaona anatoka job ya kuja pike, afanye nini, afanye nini. Atakuja niambia, there's a lot of times she came to me, she's like, "Kaki nataka kufukuza huyu sijui nimfukuze aje." We have to come with ideas zenye zisifanye ata feel hivyo. Una get and she's like, imagine nafanya kila kitu afanye hii afanye. And I believe just normally if somebody is hosting you, be courteous. Right? You actually something to actually do.
Yeah, and there is that and there's just good to know.
And then so what I did, I remember at that time, nili figure out my bag. When I figured out my bag, I was like, oh my god, she really helped me at that point.
Okay.
I went I think nilikuwa na extra 3,000 bob. Nikaenda nikafanya shopping. Nikamwekea hapo, nikafunga mlango yake, kaambia nimekuachia hapo key yako. And she's like, "Guy, umenifanya." Her mom called me like her mom, like she told her mom, "Hakuna mwenye nishai host mwenye maini fanya hivi mom." And her mom was like, alikuwa amejua marafiki zake. She was like, "Guy, Riziki ameniambia kenye umefanya, sijui nini." Unaona, even next time if I need anything, she'd be like, "Come, wewe kuja, mbona atanajua kila kitu itafanyika." But kuna tu wale wenye pia wako tu lazy. Hadi wewe unajam tu kama unafanya hivi. And then if you're living also with somebody, don't use them. Because I've also noticed hadi kwa crew kuna mwenye wao amesotanga pahali. Yeye ndio hadi watu wakijienda na bakingi nyuma. Endo lete ende anatumwa kwa gari. Yeye anatumwa siji wapi because yeye ndio ananga form. So hivyo ndio wengine wana feel some people who are not genuine, they feel like they're using you for that.
I felt that because after that experience of saying I'm doing the laundries, like officially it's late after toka huko.
Yeah.
They even combined now with the cop. You know, the cop had more money, and then the cops of course have power. Now the cop wants me, but I don't want him. So what he did, he grabbed my phone, checked my messages by force, and he hit me. And these people are just there smiling. You know, they didn't do anything.
Were you dating the cop?
No. I refused literally to date him.
Okay.
So he took my phone because I was hanging a lot with his brother.
Oh, okay.
So he thought me and the brother had a thing. So he took my phone, went through the messages, akona hakuna kitu. Tuna discuss two stories ama magwash tu. Like hakuna vitu zingi. Tupatane wapi, tupatane saa ngapi, tunaendea side gani leo. Nothing literally sexual, nothing. We were just school friends. He hit me. It was like, if I ever see you with my brother again, he hit me, and they were just smiling and laughing. So later on they came and apologized. Oh, we're sorry. But imagine I forgave them. That's why I'm like, I had so much expectations at that time, but I was like, yeah, I forgive, I'm gonna forget, but you taught me a lesson to like, I know who you are, I just know who you are. If this level of pesa ilikufanya ukue hivi.
Right. I really mean
money changes.
Yeah.
Money, I don't think it changes people.
It just
brings
the real
out.
Out.
Yeah. Because, hey, I'm telling you.
Don't treat people fucked up, man.
Oh, never.
Don't treat
Not
people
like
fucked
that.
up.
And it's so funny because when you do that, there's the way this life, the only thing that you need that person is the only that person has.
It's
at
crazy.
that moment you just need that particular
It's crazy.
person.
The same people.
Yeah.
One of the nights I was doing the show here, and one of the persons called me like, send me 100 bob. I was like, you're borrowing me 100 bob.
Right.
You guys were bragging about millions in your cabinet.
Right.
Like, you're borrowing me 100 bob. I was like, wow, okay, which number? And I sent.
Right.
But then people,
The
some
same
people are
people.
just,
You know?
some people don't have, wengine wananga aibu. Some people are just merciless.
As
Like
in?
you'll treat somebody badly,
Oh,
and then you come back to them and expect them to help you back.
And it's just that audacity and also that confidence.
And imagine some people help. Like
It's
if
like-
you're a good person, you'll help.
Yeah.
I do.
Yeah. Hadi mimi, I have actually been a space. I think nimewambia when I was thrown out of my apartment.
Yes.
Everything sold. I'm in a house. I'm like, caretaker is coming to me like, nipe yo gas ilishauzwa. I'm like, oh my god, now what am I
You're in
gonna
the
cook?
house.
And I'm in that house.
Yeah.
One time the brother comes and she's like, nimekuja kubeba mattress.
What
And
do
that's
you
the
talk
only
to you?
mattress. And she didn't even call or anything, you know. And I was like, okay, this person has fucked me up real time. So I had to stay with my uncle to figure out for 1 month my life. And after I figured out, I just started buying like small things. Guess what? I got into a bigger house. She calls me. She's like, I'm back in the village. Shit happened to me. I lost my job. My mom is now, you know the way also parents become toxic.
Yeah.
When you're at home.
Yeah.
Some parents are really bad.
Yeah.
You're grown.
Also,
Yeah.
wanaona rika zako washaanza kujiekea
Yeah.
maisha.
Thinking
Uko hot.
that.
They start changing their moods.
That.
They start talking to you badly. So she's
Yeah.
like, this is my own mom who is mistreating me.
It's so
Imagine
true,
her
though.
blood mom.
Yeah,
Her blood mom.
true.
Her father was cool, but her mom was like, unafanyaga nini hapa? Hasira tu za kila
Oh my
siku.
God.
Thank you.
They were frustrating her. She's like, she can't stay there anymore. She's going nuts. And she calls me. She's like, can I come live there for some time? And I was like, okay, probably atakuwa amechange, because I was like, okay, you took me and you fucked me up. And maybe if I now go to work, because I'd started working here, I'd be like, if I now start coming to work here, she'd be cleaning, she'd be same behavior. She's just lazy. She sleeps the whole night, the whole day. And what used to piss me
You
off?
get back home and cook? You?
Yeah.
Wow.
And now at that time I was frustrated because I had my brother who had
Yeah.
just finished college. He's jobless, so he's looking up to me. It's like you and Tef, right?
Yeah.
And then my brother, the audacity, his girlfriend comes.
Wow.
So that time I have my brother and his girlfriend. Wamemaliza kampo wote. They're like they're looking up to you. Give them lunch,
Yes.
breakfast, supper, and then now my friend comes again. So I have like 3 adults.
Right.
So I have to come to work
Plus
and-
yourself.
plus myself.
Yeah.
So 4 adults on a salary that is I'm paying fair to
Yay.
work. I'm living for them. You know when you're alone,
Yeah.
you're like I'll eat
course.
lunch at work.
Yeah.
So my lunch is taken out
Yeah.
every day.
Yeah.
But you have to leave lunch money for 3 adults. They won't eat like 200.
Yeah.
So
That
you
is
find
500
500, you
probably.
know.
Yeah.
And if you cook dinner, you cook like a lot of food. You come
True.
back, they're there. And what used to piss me off, she used to have money for weed. Napata wamechoma every day. Niko like, and I used to think it's my brother, you know. So I was like, Dero, yani tu hata siku moja tu muamue tu hata hii peseni ya ngwai ya kila
Right.
siku mwende hata sema mmebaindi hata viazi tu ya
Right.
nipate kakitu eti nilinunua hata rice una get.
Yeah, I get
Niko
it.
like siniria na kwanga amenipe. Niko like what the hell? Like wewe unaniambia una job, ufanyi shit na bado unanunua weed kila siku.
Right.
It didn't make so much.
Frustrating.
Yeah, it was frustrating, and me I don't know how to send people away.
Yeah.
I had that's why I don't allow people. I
Yeah.
think
Right,
not allowing you
because
is easier because
don't know
sending
how-
you
yeah, it's
I don't know.
harder.
I'll be suffering. I'll
Yeah.
be going through shit, but I don't know how to tell you. And now
Yeah.
go. You know, so I was complaining to my younger sister. Younger sister puts me on check.
Right.
I was like, honey bo. She's like, Shmani, if you tell her, is she gonna die?
I remember.
I used to come here and tell you guys, I don't know, Joby, I'm so
Oh.
frustrated. I don't know what
Okay.
to do. She's like, send even your brother and the girlfriend. My sister told me, tell your brother it's high time the girlfriend goes, and tell the other one she has to go look for something to do.
Yeah.
Like, it can't be like that. And I sat down with her, I was like, yo,
Yeah.
even if you're gonna take it the hardest way, I think
You have to choose yourself.
you have to, yeah,
Yeah.
and she was like, okay, she left. And after she left,
Yeah.
I don't know, I think she was going through shit because she was fumbling every job. Like every job, and it was because of drugs. I was like, maybe she was going through shit at that point. Because
But you really helped, right?
I really helped, and I remembered at that
Yeah.
point, she had actually done shit. She threw me out of her
Yeah.
space, and I still took her back in. Remembering how she took me back in. For her to have this, people never change. Trust me, people. That is what I realized. People.
Okay.
Once people have those habits, that people just have habits, they can never change. They can never, even if you do what, even if you try to tell them. Because if you're living with somebody, Joby, me what I believe, if I'm coming to live with you, even just for a week,
Yeah.
like, I buy today, even if you have jobs, even if you're hosting me, I buy dinner today.
That's true,
nakuja home ni bebe hata bread.
Changia hata kama ni chakula. Changia, hey brad.
Exactly. Even if it is just 3 days, okay, you're hosting me for 3 days. Nikikuja siku yenye nakuja na sapa. Unaga the next day ni wewe, alafu the third day I go. At least, but if I am just there with you for 3 days, I don't even have to takula, acha mimi nitabuy. Unasikia even if you're feeling your friend will be like, oh, me I'll buy lunch. But there are people who are just comfortable and they're working.
Right.
So it is just bad behavior. Things you're not supposed to be taught. You're just supposed to know. Some people don't know.
Like common sense.
I know. Yes. People don't know. Even support don't. They
They're
don't.
very oblivious about it, for real.
You've never seen those people who don't do it, and they're very nonchalant.
Me, I've done it, but I didn't know. Out of my doing, I was being misused.
Right. Also that.
Utafanya lakini people do it. That's the craziest. That's why I'm being misused. Because to the point I was washing underwears. Like no big deal. No big deal.
Yeah.
I'm like, because they are hosting me.
Right.
I'm like, hey, where am I gonna go? They're the only people who have accepted me. That's the mentality I have. But coming to think about it, because a friend came, now a friend in the circle who was more of their friend. They're like, Joby, these people always talking shit about you, man. You know, you're always acting, they're overworking you like a maid and you don't see it. And it makes them happy. They come talk about it and laugh at you in these other circles. I'm like, wow. Like, wow. So until later, it didn't really snap that much. I'm like, nah, you're just a hater, Until later, I'm like, oh, wow, these are no friends. I'm getting hit in front of you, So everything started, I'm like, wow. You don't care about me for real, you just wanted someone, and then it's like I came in the perfect timing because the lady was pregnant, so I'm doing most of the things,
But now you know better. Look at you right now, and that's it here on Tubonge, and I feel like the conversation has been about choosing yourself, knowing your worth, and understanding what you deserve. Exactly. Because you'll be very choosy, and you'll just say no to things I don't deserve this right away. And also your senses are very, very, very you can say your antenna is very high. So this May family, choose yourself, know what you deserve, and expect the best in regards to your life, not from people. Literally.
Exactly. Yeah. For me, closing racks is don't have expectations. I think personally I've learned, I take it from my mom, because my mom was also done the same. Kama beste yako, it just reminded me. She was alifukuzwa, like she was living with this lady, wamefungua business na yeye salon, and then kaboom, like alimtoka tu na kamchuja. So I was forced to nikapelekwa Ocha, literally. My mom kuanza figure out life. Now sisi tuko, after years of sisi tuko fiti, the lady now comes looking for my mom. And then the same situation, like to come host, nini, until late. I think she reciprocated now when my mom was getting like literally dying. That's when we felt like she's now acting like a friend. But before that, like I think I learned, and what I learned from my mom is don't have expectations. So
when you're helping
people, especially monetary wise,
never
monetary wise,
but just do it.
I feel like if you're a giver, you'll just give. Naturally, you won't know.
For me, I found myself in that situation because as much as I always say I want to help street children, so many times I don't speak about it, but I've helped literally, especially Quick Mart. I found a man being mistreated at Quick Mart, literally, and I paid. Just because he wanted food, I paid food for him. They didn't want to like allow him in because he's looking dirty and he's just asking for food. So I paid for it. I'm like, nah, there's plenty more that you lose literally out of what you can give.
That is true.
You know how many times you send money to the wrong people and it never comes back?
People actually don't realize
I know.
But those are the tiny little details.
Exactly. Because we always look at like, man, I just sent, because that has happened to me like, literally, actually, it was like I think 2-3 weeks ago. I received 1,500 out of nowhere from someone I don't know. My phone, my phone was off. You remember that Sunday was supposed?
I think nilipata hapa punch sikuwa juana nilitumia.
Yeah, actually, the crazy part, my phone was off, so there's the chance of reversing. But imagine after reverse.
I think we got a call, so I was thinking maybe somebody I know.
Because I always get that safari.
And they didn't have a number. For me, didn't have a number. So that was the crazy part. Sikuwa na number. I received the money. I think it alikuwa tuma. I don't know, but sikupata the number. So I'm like, this is the wrong money I've been sending to people, literally, that never comes back.
Or probably it is your friend.
me.
It is somebody who just wanted to. I looked at it like that. I'm like, okay, I've received money. You know, the first thing, once you send the wrong number, you call the person.
Yes.
Yeah.
I didn't get no call.
And if they don't pick up, no Safaricom calls you.
Exactly. So I was
Yes.
like, hey, God, and I was
Okay,
going to
mimi
eat
nikituma
like
wrong number
water.
sishindianagi nayo saa zingine,
Eh,
especially
nishapiga.
till najua
Till
hizo
hairudi, lakini kama ni
itarudi
phone
basi
number.
mbio, wanasemanga
It will take
72 hours.
Yes, 72 hours.
But if you send to a wrong number, just call the person. Can you send me back?
Kuna wengine
I call Safaricom.
kuna wengine warudishangi, kuna wengine tumesumbuana na yeye hapa Shmendi squad na do.
Wala.
Aliniweka almost 1 hour na kutumia. Namwambia hii ndo pesa yangu ya chakula kimami, tafadhali. I was begging because that was the last money I had. I'm like, please, can you send me back my money? I just want to buy food. I begged until she sent it. Like, I really begged. And it's your own money. Even here kwa fruit, I overpaid. Then this mama kept me there for 30 minutes. I never buy anything there anymore. She kept me for 30 minutes. She's like, it's not my fault.
And she's literally there.
Yeah, she's like, it's not my fault.
And she sees you every day.
Yeah. That's the crazy part. You see me every day, I buy from you every day. She was like, it's not my fault. You sent the
But you're here
excess
can just
amount.
give me back the money.
Imagine. She said you wait for my husband.
Okay.
And that's I'm supposed to come back to this. I'm like, I'm going back to work. I'm going back to. Nah, you'll have to wait for my husband.
I'm like, as if you and your husband are not running the
I have no expectations, man.
Your last
Help
remarks?
and move on.
My last remarks is choose yourself each and every day. Don't feel pity for people all the time.
Yeah.
People can also take your kindness
That's true, for weakness.
or weakness. So each and every day, choose yourself. However much you want to help somebody, don't help
Be
in
careful,
una
be
pia.
cautious.
Unajua tusemea unataka kuhelp lakini ubaki na yako kwanza. Ujisaidie kwanza ndio usaidie mtu. Yeah. But sometimes same place, guys, every Wednesday on Tubonge. Much love.
Much love, sending you so much love and light. Take care. Remember, you are the change you see in the world. Bye.
Greetings and salutations, everyone. Here is Angela Robinson, your Jamaican brother, all the way from Switzerland.